Welcome back. I'm back with another dollar video, guys. I love doing these things. Now, these meals aren't always the best meals. They're not sustainable, but they are good and tasty. So now the one I'm gonna do today, I feel like I did it already. I know the ingredients. I don't know if I'm combining something from one recipe to another recipe. It's something I came up with on the fly, and I thought, oh, that would be great. The kids say it sounds familiar. Look through my timeline, can't find it. So if I've made this before, somebody let me know. Hey, Tina, it's this video. All right? So here we go. We're going to get over there. I'm going to show you what we got, and we're going to get to eating. So let's go. Okay, here's tonight's dinner. I got the small bag of pasta. It's 54 cents. I got cabbage. That was 88 cents a pound. I don't remember. I'll throw the pictures up when I get it. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little leaves. And then I got some salami. I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to hit it, but I'm going to try to make this like Haluski. That's why I got the salami. I couldn't get anything else. I started to think about ham, but then it won't give it that smoky flavor. So I'm going to give it a go and find out if it works. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is chop up some things. Okay, story time. We're going to talk while I chop up this cabbage. One of my videos, I told you it was okay to go get the cabbage, right? That I had asked permission, and you guys should do so too, right? Well, I didn't when I went and got this one, because I'm in that store all the time. So it was a different store than the one that gave me permission. So I'm pulling the leaves and I'm weighing them. I'm trying, these were small ones. They had the really small heads of cabbage there. So I was pulling them off and weighing it. So I keep going back and forth, because I'm trying to figure out, I just take one and then I weigh it, and then a one and another one, and I weigh it. So I see this young guy, now young to me, maybe older to others, probably mid to late 20s, early 30s. And I see him looking at me. And I know he's looking at me, but I don't know why he's looking at me, right? He's not looking at me because I'm cute. I'm twice his age, right? So as I move around the store, I start realizing everywhere I go, this guy is going. Only he's not picking anything up. He's just looking at me, right? So I went over by the toy section, because over there I went to go get some lotion. And he's over there again, and he's looking at me. And he's picking things up. At this point, he's looking at me. So I walk over to him. I said, "Do you work here?" Because I was going to ask him a question, right, if he did work there. No, I don't work there. And he takes a toy, and he sticks it under his arm, and he walks away. Yes, he does work there. They were watching me. So when I got to the register, I say to the girl, "I know this might seem odd that I have this bag of leaves here, but I've asked at other stores and they said it was fine." And she said, "I don't care." So she starts weighing it out. As I pay for my stuff, guess who I see? Mr. Man standing there looking at me. I think that man thought I was doing something weird and shady and thought I was trying to steal. So make sure you ask permission, because they might think you're trying to steal something. But anyway, I'm going to slice this cabbage up like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take my little bit of salami I have here. I'm hoping that this is going to be enough flavor to carry us. I'm going to try and cut it up a little bit small, even though it's a small piece of meat. But I'm doing the best I can with it. And then we'll just do that. So I'm going to cut it up in hunks like this. Probably about the size of the pad of my thumb. Kind of like my airframe, kind of like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on, somebody's at my door. Okay, just the mailman. All right, so I'm gonna finish chopping this up right here, and we're gonna start with the salami. I had her cut it thin, so maybe I can get more slices that way. It might be a good thing and it might not be, I don't know. But Yep. That's my story. I think that man thought I was stealing something, but I wasn't. This girl does not steal. All right, this is done. Let's get over to the frying pan. Not hot, but I'm gonna add some oil to the pot real quick. Just a little bit, not a lot. Maybe a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, I don't know. Could probably use more than that. Let me just get that to temp. So any like thick parts that I find in the cabbage, I always like shred them up nice and small. Or thin like matchsticks, so they'll cook at the same rate as everything else. So what you're gonna start with, if you do it this way, which is not the right way, is I'm gonna add my salami, my handful that I have. Trying to break it apart. I don't want it to cook in one big clump, because that would defeat the purpose of getting it cut so thin, right? You should see the looks I get when I say, can I have 20 cents worth of something? They're like, what? How much is that? So I usually have it figured out before I get there and I tell them. All right, so we're gonna get that until they start looking a little bit crispy. Just until it starts crisping up around the edges. I'm gonna burn myself, I know it, sticking my hand in this pot. All right, that's good for me. Oop, got another piece. Just wanted to get crispy. I can't remember if I've ever cooked salami in my entire life. It was just what I came up with. Because the last time I made haluski, I used kibasi. So I thought, maybe I could do it with salami. Sounds reasonable, right? It's good. Just crispy it up around the edges. That's all we wanted. Now this oil in here, we want that. Boom. We're gonna toast the pasta. And we're gonna turn it down just a little bit because I want to toast it until it's like golden brown. Like almost like you think you burnt it, but you didn't. That's too low. Hold on. Try to get some of the salami up off the bottom. We're just gonna toast that real good. I mean real good, we want it toasted. It's good, I got a lot of dark pieces there. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add the cabbage. I got a cup and a half of water. I have some chicken bouillon I added to it. I didn't stir it up yet. I don't know if I'm gonna need the whole cup and a half or just a cup or what. We only need enough to cover the pasta. Okay, so to this goes our big pile of cabbage that's gonna cook down. Okay. So we just want to get this till it starts to wilt a little bit, the cabbage. And I have my heat on like a 5 right now. Oops. Let me get a whisk. Some of the pasta out. I put it in a bowl right here. It just wasn't cooking at the same rate as the cabbage was. I think I made my pieces too big. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm about to add it back in. And I also didn't want my salami to burn. But we're about to add it back in now. It's wilting down. So I'm going to put this back in here. Boom. I only took it out for a few minutes. Ah, dag. Dag it. I wanted to season the cabbage before I did that. I'm going to go light on the seasoned salt because of that salami that's in there. But cabbage, I say it every time I make cabbage on here, it needs it. So I'm just going to season over there, okay? going to go all through, but at least I want it to hang on the cabbage as long as it can. All right. I have some onion powder, garlic powder. I'm not going to add that just yet. I have a cup and a half of chicken bouillon. I forgot to tell you what the staples were. Onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Well, I use seasoned salt and some chicken bouillon. But you don't need this. I'm just trying to add a little bit more flavor. We need just enough water to cover, to start cooking the pasta. And you're going to need to cover this tightly so that it doesn't, the water doesn't escape. Yeah, I need the whole cup and a half. All right, so we're going to cover that with a tight lid or foil or something like that. Reduce the heat to low. I put a piece of foil under this lid because it doesn't fit. It's been about 5 minutes covered. Let's take a look and see what's going. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yep. Oh, look at that. Holy moly, does that look good. Oh, it's nice and soft, too. Look how much food that made. Okay, so we want to turn the heat up a little bit to medium. We're going to cook off the liquid, and we're going to add some seasoning. We're going to add a little bit of the onion powder. Now, these are all to taste, guys. A little bit of onion powder. Goes everywhere when I cook. I'm a messy cook. But I clean it all up. A little bit of garlic. Some pepper. And we're going to taste for salt. We're not just going to add it because I add seasoned salt and that salami has salt in it. You hear it sizzling away? This is enough to feed 2 people. Tell you, I'm an overachiever. My eyes are bigger than my stomach for sure. All right. I'm going to just check it for saltiness, but she is done. Come on, if you were hungry and you only had $1, I would eat that. A little bit more pepper and a tiny bit of seasoned salt. The salami is salty enough, but it doesn't carry the dish. So, just a little bit more. But now I'm going to go plate this up, and I'm going to meet you at the plate, I guess. Or the plates. There's no way I'm eating all this. All right, meet you there. And there is 2 full plates. I'm going to meet you at the table.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Dinner time! Oh boy, I got Aiden baby with me today. Eric ran down here. I said, you want to taste test with me? Because I got 2 big old plates. And he said, Grandma. I said, what? He goes, I was going to tell you after the last $1 one you did that I didn't think you could do better than that or more food than that. Yes, you did. So even my kids are noticing. What do you think it looks like, first off? Would you believe that that was $1 for all of this? I sure don't. I'm the one who got it, and I know what I paid for it. All right, take a little bit of the meat, the cabbage, the pasta. I can't really see what I'm doing right now because I don't have no glasses on. I'm blind as a bat.
Me either.
You're not blind as a bat. Well, if I was a bat, I'd have radar. I'd be able to do all that. All right. You got meat, you got cabbage, you got pasta. Do I have meat on mine? I do now.
Yep.
Let's go. Mmm. That's got a lot of flavor. I don't really add nothing to it. Holy cow, and it's moist and oh, I like it. I think I like this better than the one we had, the Haluski. What do you think?
It's really good. I know what it reminds me of?
What?
The outside side of the hot dog when it's on the grill.
Yes, the meat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I charred it a little bit. Yeah, he's got a point. Smart man, smart man. Would you eat this again if I said ate it? We're having that plate with the salami in it.
100%.
Ah, I love him. All right, well, I'm gonna finish it up. I took a bite, I'm good. I'll eat this again. So there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment. Either way. See you later. Bye.